Hey everybody, Silverback here again. Now I got another goodie from Amazon here. This OTW red dot. It's actually red and green. Has 5 brightness settings, dust covers, came with battery already installed, has a little Allen key to obviously mount it. It mounts to either Weaver or Picatinny rails. The one thing that got me on this was that, and it's got a little lens wipe too. I mean, decent packaging. You know, it's not plain generic packaging. I mean, it's still kind of plain and generic, but not 200%. It's not just a plain dull box like a lot of the Amazon type brands are. So they, you know, at least they're going for some kind of presentation. It's got a picture of, you know, looks like woods and trees in the background there. So, but this is what it looks like. Here we go. Let's check it out. So, we got the sight. It's got the covers. Comes with the dust covers. It's nice, pretty decent. You know, aluminum, machined. You can see some of the machining marks. I mean, it's probably not the most smooth, well-rounded piece you're ever going to get. I mean, for $16.99, it's definitely a budget optic that you can get on Amazon, and I'll leave the link down in the comments to where I found this guy. But like I was saying, the one thing that got to me is everything is on the left side. I'm used to mounting everything by the right side. Even our yardage and windage is, you know, over here on the left is our windage. So with this dial here, that's where the battery goes up top, and then you can see the different settings. There's the R for the red, and go through 5 different brightnesses, the G for the green. Looks like there's a little dot right there that indicates that it's turned off. So alright, well, you know, we'll do a little bit of zeroing here. Let's see if I can show you the dot. Let's get it turned on here, and I'll try to show you the dot, or dots, because there's 2 colors. Let's see, we're gonna go upside down again. Go for a little ride, go for a little ride. Where's the dot? Where's the little dot? Let me see, do I even have it turned on? Probably not. No, I'm not seeing the dot in there. What's happening? Did the battery already die on me or what? Oh no, there it is. I don't know if we can see that. Dotty dotty. Okay, so we got, like I said, 5 different brightness settings. Let's go to green. I think the green's on. Nope, still on red. I mean, it clicks pretty good, indicating where at, you know, where you're turning it. So you can feel that it's gonna stay right where it's sitting. So okay, let's take the caps off here and take a look here. Let me shut this off so the battery doesn't die on me. I don't know if you've seen those dots. I hope you did. I can see it. The dullest setting is not very good outside, even in this overcast. So, okay, so this is a pretty traditional style adjustments for your yardage and windage, where you need a tool to make the adjustments. If you see, it's got the little flat head in there. So let's turn it a little bit and see if we get any noise. Oh yeah, hear it clicking? I mean, to me that's a good sign that it's gonna lock into place and, you know, be able to hold 0 decently. Again, I mean, it's only on a 9mm carbine. I know people, I got some better stuff coming. Guns are just expensive. They are addiction. But you know, at least I can still play around with things like this and, you know, do some plinking around in my backyard, which this site's probably really good for that. It says it's a 57 foot at 100 yards, 19 meters at 100 meters. So I'm assuming that this is the 1x30 millimeter scope or sight. So can do up to 100 yards with it. I don't see why not. It's got a pretty wide field of view. Not really sitting up above my iron sights too well. Maybe I could zero it in like that. If you see in there, you can see the iron sight through the scope, through the sight. It's pretty funny. Maybe I'll put this up on my Pac 9 so it'll sit a little higher, so that way it's not interfering with my shooting. But alright, well, hey, we'll get to shooting here in a couple seconds. So I'm going to go ahead and mess around with it a little bit and see where it takes us. Alright, as promised, we're going to take a few shots with this guy. Let me get myself in a good position here for shooting. Turn on. Man, I'm going to use the green. I like the sight of the green better. Is it in there? Yes, it's in there. Okay. Let's see where we hit. First, I'm going to aim at the steel target and see. Let me aim down low here. See where that guy's going. So we want to come. Which way's up? That goes up, okay. So I'm twisting it the right direction. I can't even tell where I'm hitting. I'm hitting way down in the dirt. There we go. Now we're getting it. Alright, there we go. I messed with it a little bit. Got it pretty well right on now. Pretty easy to adjust. Now I'm going to put these covers back on, and I'm just going to take a few shots here and there with it. Have some fun shooting and see how well it maintains the zero. So smoking. Alright, let's take a walk down range and see what we got. I was using the green. Like I said, I like the green. I can see it with my vision better. I had to paint my steel target to help me sight in a little bit, to where I could see exactly where I was kind of hitting with it. So that's what I did with the steel target, and fine-tuned it a little bit more. You see I started over here and then started walking back, and then that's my final shots all right here. So there you have it. The OTW tube style red green 5 brightness settings dot for only $16.99 off of Amazon. Let me shoot it a few more times and see how the zero holds up. Like I said, it's not taking a hell of a beating because it's on a 9mm, but I mean, there's still a little bit to be said for a 9mm. I mean, it does kick a tiny bit, so you can't say that, you know, it's not holding it to any vibrations. I mean, it's just not holding up to as harsh of a vibrations as, you know, most rifle rounds would give it. But, you know, I mean, it's definitely works and does what it's supposed to do for the most part. So let me just take some more shots with it and see how well it holds up. Like I said, you could hear all the little clicking, so it seems to lock in pretty good as you're adjusting your yardage and windage and everything. So You know, I don't really think it should come out of zero that easily. Well, I guess I could get into using sights a little bit more. It's kind of fun. It's kind of challenging to, you know, zeroing, if I could speak, zero them in. It takes a little bit of a challenge, a little bit of skill to do. It's fun to see your progress, how you get to where it's zeroed in. You know, pretty well dead steel target every time. Sounds pretty good. Listen to it ring. Yeah, staying consistent, right in the same spot. Oh, dick. Well, alright everybody, that is the OTW red dot, green dot, 5 brightness settings, just a dot, no other reticles. And again, $16.99, budget optic. Comes battery installed, instructions, Allen key, and a lens wipe. Made out of aluminum, pretty light. Let's see if there's any specs on the box here. Illuminated red dot, matte finish, 5 MOA dot, fits standard Weaver style base. Well, which is why it fit on this. Pretty good. The Picatinny mounts, however, because it's got all these weird things for the iron sights that come with the high point carbine, I was having problems getting those iron sights mounted on here because they got a thick screw that run through them, and it doesn't like to go in between here. You need just a little bit wider of a gap, whereas all this, the screws and everything right above it, so you don't have to worry about having these grooves in there. It could be a smooth rail and this would still fit on it. So I was hoping to put it on my 22, but my 22 is a 3/8 dove style rail, so you know, dovetail rail, and this, however, wouldn't fit on it. Although, you know, when you look at the base of it, because you can flip it over and it's got 2 different things on there, it does sit on there, but it stays loose and you can just slide it on and off even at its tightest. So I'm going to pick me up a adapter for that so I can keep this sight mounted on my 22. That'd be a fun little rifle to have this on. So well, alright everybody, thanks for watching, have fun.